to cooking video. Today, a special meal, which is not yet but will become very popular amongst Kiwis for a couple of reasons. One, it's edible, and two, it has Marmite in it. Marmite is a yeasty spread from New Zealand, made in the South Island actually. It's a little bit sweeter than English Marmite. Free range eggs because we don't support battery fed chicken eggs. Alright, so we're going to make a Marmite and egg Rollie, and this is unique. Rollie is a machine which can cook a cylinder shaped egg thing, which is actually very phallic like, and you'll see a bit later on how much it looks like a penis, and it's totally fine. Step one, make sure you've got all the right ingredients. Eggs, farm fresh, Marmite, post-earthquake, there's no longer a shortage, stocked at most supermarkets. Rollie, bought from a shop. A knife to do stuff with the Marmite, and skewers, and you'll see what these are for shortly. If you're not familiar with the Rollie, then these are really important when it comes to making penis-shaped egg meals. Alright, so let's do this. First things first is turn the Rollie on. It's quite simple actually in the way it works. We start by getting a little bit of oil in a spray can. Spray that in there. 1, 2, that's good enough. Now, to put the eggs in, make sure they're free range. If you're not familiar with how to crack an egg, you just like tap it on a corner till it's open a little bit, and then drop it in there. Number 2, drop it in there. Cool. Now the eggs start to cook. Now the next minute is crucial. You need to get this right, and it needs to happen now. I'm getting a skewer and a jar of Marmite, and what I'll do is I'll take the lid off. Ah, that's yeasty. Get some Marmite on a knife, about that much. You want a good dollop, because if you don't like lots of Marmite, then well, don't watch this video. And you just put it on like that. You don't want to go all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom, because the Marmite, it becomes a little bit runny once it starts to cook. Anyway, so I've got Marmite on a skewer. I'm going to drop that in there into the egg. Now right down the centre. You don't want the Marmite hanging out the side. And then it just stays there if you got it straight. The remaining Marmite can go back into the container for next time you use it. Very yeasty. Anyway, so now it's cooking. This can take up between 5 and 7 minutes, depending on well, nothing really. It'll probably take about between 5 and 7 minutes, and it's going to cook. So what's happening right now is there's a cylinder area which has the 2 eggs in it, and a skewer down the middle, and you understand why I've used the skewer. 2 reasons. One is to put the Marmite right the way through it, but also so it's easier to take out once it cooks. And that's going to cook right now. That means it's cooked. It's very hot, and the Marmite will drip out the side.
Move the Marmite?
It's good to leave it for a minute or so that it can cool down. The Marmite becomes quite runny, so you want that to set inside the egg cylinder. But oh, look at that! Oh, it's a good egg cylinder, mate. You can see where the egg yolks were. You can see where it's just white.
That's a protein injection.
Yeah, a lot of protein in there. A couple of things that we need to take away from this is 1, the convenience, 2, the health factor, 3, the flavour. Marmite and egg, I don't think there is any better combo in the world, other than mango and bacon, which you'll have to watch the next video to know. But yeah, those things are pretty key, and it makes a pretty delicious meal. So I think it's cool enough now to eat, so I've just got to go and put it in there. Look at that. Marmite and egg yolk dripping everywhere. Ah, that's yeasty. What do you call it? Chicken eggs. You want a good dollop, because if you don't like lots of Marmite, then don't watch this video.